All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of the Dunk Dynasty Podcast. The boys are back. The trio is back. We're here again. Got myself, Panache and Yashanu. We got Eddie Mack, Ethan McDonald. We got Trigger Trey Mitchell back in action. Been unbelievable. Seeing the support that we've gotten on social media, it's just been incredible. Seeing everyone, all the listens we're getting, it's unreal. Thank you so much for the support. We're enjoying what we're doing, and hopefully the content that we're bringing you is exciting and giving you guys a good time. How are we doing, fellas?
Yeah, good. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Makes us make more content, and we love doing it for you.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's wicked. Makes us, look like we know what we're doing, even though we don't. But, at least we're targeting the right people, I guess.
Pros in the game, man.
Yeah.
The ballers, the athletes, they're the ones.
Obviously, we just know.
If they know,
Yeah.
they know. If they know the Dunk Dynasty Podcast is good, hey, they're the right
It's a
people.
place to go. I'm telling you right now, Stephen A is taking advice from us.
At this,
100% what's happening.
we might be getting it because he's getting that renewal with ESPN this year. We might, hey, if we do well enough.
Hey, if we keep going the way we're going, we're going to get renewed too, so it's fine.
Exactly. Whoever our director, producer company is going to be, hey, we're waiting on that contract. But like I said, yeah, the main thing, support. Thank you so much. We're going to keep pumping out this content. It's going to come in quick and fast. So please keep supporting and we will get this content. We'll keep bringing it to you. So unreal. But Ethan, you're about to be warned because we do owe the fans and ourselves. We did make a deal. Last week's NBA primetime games, it was the Bucks versus the Celtics, Lakers versus the Suns. Me and Ethan, game 1, we both picked the Celtics, who got absolutely demolished by the Bucks. Trey won that one because Trey picked the Bucks. Then game 2 was the complete reversal. Me and Ethan picked the Suns. Trey picked the Lakers. The Lakers beat the brakes off. Oh, sorry, the Suns beat the brakes off the Lakers. So we all owe a singular shot for the fans that we did promise. And again, as we do this, please drink responsibly. What's on your palate over there, bro? What are you sipping down?
This is a lovely Jim Beam double oak twice barreled bourbon. That's what this is.
It's about the best thing I've got on my cupboard. It's some 42 below.
42 below.
Jaeger. That's a Jaeger.
I'll do the old Jose Cuervo tequila. That should be good for me to go. Again, drink responsibly, fellas. Down it. We do owe it. Let's go. Woo! That's some strong stuff, bro. That will get in you.
Bit like water.
Are you ready to podcast now? Holy.
I'm ready to go to bed, man. Jeepers. Oh.
Are you ready to podcast now? Oh, wow.
Oh, something's burning.
Brother, my
chest. Funny, eh?
Woo. Alrighty.
Oh.
Hey, the Dunk Dynasty. Hey, that's the thing, though. We do hold our promises. We promised that we'd do if we lost, and here we are.
Done a warm-up drink.
What's the picks for this week?
We should have like a beer or something. We'll hold off until the end to make any sort of bets because I think after what I just done just then, I think I need to. Yeah. Well, yeah. Fellas, yeah, first day. Well, not first day of the week, but yeah, the games that happened today, the big matchup. I think that we were all looking forward to. We were all a little bit worried it wasn't going to happen because Embiid was injured, but it did. Embiid versus Jokic, Nuggets versus 76ers. The 76ers take the W. Joel Embiid, massive game, 41 points. Back-to-back nights, he's done 41 points. Jokic had a pretty good game as well, but yeah, 76ers take the W. What's our thoughts on that one, man?
Was it 80 points apiece in the first half?
78 all at halftime. It's good.
Oh, that is a big score.
We've also got to acknowledge, I know we're going to talk about Jokic and Embiid, but we have to acknowledge Tobias Harris.
He's been on a tear.
He's been on a tear.
Yeah,
he showed up today. He showed up today, started the fourth, hit 3 or 4 shots back to back, got the Sixers back in the game, got them back close, and then they just carried it on from there. Tobias Harris.
Man, if Tobias Harris can keep playing like this, man, I mean, obviously I know it was on the weekend. I believe they played the Kings. I think that's the game where he had 37 points. I watched that game, and he's playing with some sort of some different type of confidence I've never seen him play with. I don't know whether or not that's Nick Nurse has instilled that into him, or whether or not that's just because as Embiid was out, he had to be the guy along with Maxey to step up. But he looks like he's far more confident than I've ever seen him, And for a guy that we always roast come playoff time, obviously we still need to see in the playoffs. But for now, he looks reinvigorated, and I'm glad. I mean, for a guy on his contract, yeah, go get your money, man. Keep playing well. But what can you do, man? I mean, big game. It was a massive game, man. Like that's the two Twin Towers. That's our pillars of the NBA right now. Arguably two out of the top 3, 2 out of the top 5 players in the league.
Embiid saying to Jokic, you're still the best. You've won the chip, finals MVP. You're the best player in the league, not me. Even though Embiid won MVP, that's pretty cool from him to say that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the fact that they're both centers, both the 2 best players in the league, probably. It's cool to see that, and they both, dueling it out like that. It was wicked game.
Yeah, they're both won the MVPs now. Like they've just, that Embiid isn't like salty now, like how he was last year. He was a bit funny, like towards Jokic going back to back when he felt like he should have won. But yeah, it's good to see some respect from Jokic. Both ways really, Jokic and Embiid.
Yeah, I know. It's good. I think it also takes away, because I know the media, there was the whole spin end of last year that was going, Embiid's, envious and jealous of Jokic. And after Jokic won the championship, everyone was saying the same thing. He's envious and jealous of Jokic. For him to come out and sort of, essentially he squashes that by coming out and saying that publicly on the ESPN platform when he does that interview to say, nah, he's the best player. And essentially, I want to do what he's done. I want to win back-to-back MVPs too. I want to go and get myself a ring as well. It's good to see, man. I mean, obviously, we still like to see a bit of beef and bad blood in the games, but yeah, you always like to see these moments of respect. But it takes us to that point, right? Like I was saying before, he wants to do what Jokic did, go back-to-back MVPs, go win a championship. When you look at Embiid and where he's at right now this season, he's having unbelievable season, 35, 11, and 6. Do we see that picture? Do we see that? Is there a situation in the end that we see Embiid? We sit here in June and say, okay, Joel Embiid is the NBA champion. Does anyone see that?
Well, potentially, yeah. Well, Max is taking that another jump, and he's just got the good role players on his team. Oubre is a good player off the bench. You got Pat Bev, the dog, off the bench. Embiid just killing it, really.
But in that James Harden trade where they got Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, and Robert Covington adds immense amount of depth in their forwards, defensively and offensively as well. All 3 can defend well and score the ball. So that just adds so much depth and talent for them in their rotations. And that, they're not going to use those 3 guys probably when it comes to like the finals. But if they say they got an injury or something, Tobias Harris goes down, they can just throw Marcus Morrison or something. They're not going to lose a lot. They'll lose a bit of scoring, but Maxey, the way he's come along, Oubre can score the ball. Embiid's, on a different type of level. Batum can score the ball. So they're a lot deeper after the Harden trade. Yeah. They're a lot more efficient with Harris and Maxey and that. They're getting the ball more in better positions as well. Embiid's taking so much defense. There's potential for them to definitely get into the finals and play in the finals. The only thing obviously is the Celtics, and then the Bucks. Like you can't sleep on the Bucks. You just can't.
Yeah. I will continue to sleep on the Bucks. I will continue to sleep on the Bucks.
Defensively, they're not there, but offensively they are.
Say you get the Batman to Giannis's Robin or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it Kendrick going on about? You get Chris Middleton back, and he gets. We've seen what he can do in the playoffs. He can ball out, but we need to see it back from him first.
I think the Bucks and the Philly are similar in the fact that Giannis is obviously like an Embiid, Lillard's like a Maxey, and then Middleton's like a Tobias Harris. Like once they're going good, and the team's on a different level. But when they're going bad, it's noticeable. And Tobias Harris and Middleton have such a big impact on both teams, offensively and defensively, when they're both going well, that it actually changes the obviously dynamic of the team and how they're going to attack and defend and all of that. And if they're playing well, then the teams they're winning. But if they're not playing well, then obviously the teams are just going downhill quite quickly as the Bucks have struggled with Middleton. The Philly are going up with Harris.
It's been 2 years, 2 years now since Middleton last played good. He's been pretty streaky for the last 2 years or whatever.
He's been it's so frustrating, man, because they paid him that money. Like, you're supposed to be, our guy. That's essentially that's the way that, sorry, not our guy, our secondary guy. And obviously now Lillard's come in, he's the third guy, but they paid him as a guy who was supposed to be the number 2, and he's playing. I don't know, man. I think injuries obviously have taken their toll, but also it looks like he's regressed and declined a little bit, which is frustrating for the Bucks, because you're like, man, we've got generational talent here in Giannis. Like, please come and help us. Please come and follow the way and, carry us to where we want to go back. We want to go back and be champions again. And especially for the Bucks, I think they feel some sort of pressure, because it's like, at any point in time, Giannis can demand a trade. I hope he doesn't, because I think he obviously wants to stay one team man. But, you want to build a team around this guy where he can go and win. He wants to win. He's a competitor. He's told us that. He's proven it to us. Go build around him correctly. And I think that might end up in a situation where Middleton, they might move on from him, even if you can probably get like 2 good role players for him, possibly, or maybe one. I would still take 1 good role player, because, if he's not doing anything for you, man, Giannis, don't waste time, bro. You've got generational talent. Don't waste time.
What team buys on a Chris Middleton, though? Who's like, he hasn't played good in a while.
There's a lot of those wallowing teams, like in the dumps. I mean, I hate to use the example every single time, but yeah, the Pistons, the Wizards, teams that just, if you want to get some wins, you can add Middleton on there. I think I'm not too sure of the contract structure, but if he's getting to the end, if he's, let's say, for example, if he's in the middle, he's got 2 years to go. After year 3, then maybe think about getting rid of him, because teams want to get that expiring contract. That's probably the situation I see him leaving in. In a normal trade, I doubt any team would want him. He's sort of in the same position as Klay Thompson, in my opinion, where you see him as, I don't want to use the word and say damaged goods, but in some sort of similar to that, where it's like, I don't know if I want to take the gamble and get you for, if I have to keep you for too long. Yeah. But it's pumping, fellas. I mean, even if we look at now, the All-Star returns have come back in, Second round of votes has come in live. And what are you guys thinking? Is it trending in the way that we thought it was going to? From that first initial time we talked about it, it's been a little bit of change, but it's still stayed somewhat consistent.
Yeah, D-Book's pulled in there.
Kendall Jenner must have given them the little stimulus. Must have done something. I know they're broken up, but maybe she was like, "Hey, vote for my old sweetheart."
Pay for some votes, eh?
She dates Timothy Chalamet now, eh?
Nah, Kendall Jenner dates Bad Bunny. Have they broken up? I'm not sure. She might, but last time I checked, she was with Bad Bunny. Please tell me you know who Bad Bunny is. Please tell me who Bad Bunny is.
I don't know who Bad Bunny is.
You don't know who Bad Bunny is?
He sounds like a bad rapper.
Brother.
Yeah, it does sound like, to be fair, he sounds like a rapper, yeah.
Brother, he's like the most streamed artist on Spotify last year, bro. Bad Bunny's him. He's got the entire Latino community behind him, bro. He's got the mamacitas behind him.
I don't know who he is, so he must not be that good.
It's because you're not culture enough, bro. You focus too much on. You need to get amongst the Latinos.
Was that racially at me right there? Did you just racially profile me right then?
I said you need to expand your palette. You need to go start listening to the Latinos, the Latinas, the mamacitas.
Do you know who David Kushner is?
David Kushner.
Yeah.
Who was that? Is that like a? Is he running for?
You need to expand your palette more, bro.
Is he running for Prime Minister in Australia?
Get involved with the slow jazz, the slow music, man. Don't even.
Is he a musician?
Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna have to send me a Spotify after this. I'll have a listen and see what I can do. Say his name again, so the fans can go plug him. I want to see if I get roasted because I don't know.
David Kushner. David Kushner.
After this, I'm gonna listen to the song. What's the genre? Is it any good or what? I don't want to go out there and waste my time.
Slow pop. He's like a slow pop kind of music type of fella, you know.
Why are you slow pop, bro? I was thinking more of get some rap in you, get some good vibes, good jams in you.
No, rap's only good for the rugby field.
Gotcha. But yeah, fellas, I mean, looking at that All-Star voting, I mean, yeah, Devin Booker's crept into top 10, but in terms of that top 3, I'm sorry, the way that the starters are looking for both conferences, is that sort of in the trend that we're thinking? I think it's now a good time to have a discussion about something that I brought up. Steph Curry and Shea. I think it's very clear now, without a doubt. The way that the Warriors have been going, Steph has had a couple of bad games. I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, please put him as a starter.
They've had about 15 bad games, not just a couple.
The what? No, but I mean for Steph. As a team, they've had a lot of
bad
games.
He's had about 15 bad games too.
And his field goal percentage, man, he's wallowing in the dunk. He's starting to dip underneath 45%, which is something that we haven't seen from. I mean, that's when you really know it's going bad. I mean, you carrying the team is one thing, but you carrying the team and shooting less than 45%, or even that's when we know, you're struggling, and the team as a whole is struggling. 18 and 22. That's what I'm saying, bro. Shea needs to be a starter for the sake of the All-Star game. Please, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Please start this man.
Well, if you're Shaq, you'd take Shea over Luka.
The most ridiculous statement I've ever heard.
I don't know about that one.
Would you though?
Nah.
I reckon you put Luka on Shea's on the Thunder, but see the depth. They have Hardaway and
Steph starting over Shea in the All-Star game, and I think you just got to get that into your head.
Steph Curry strike? No one's agreeing with that one, guys.
It's not going to be Shea. It's just not going to happen.
Think about this. What media member on planet Earth who has watched the NBA season is going to rank Steph Curry above Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
It's going to happen.
Probably the same ones that what was it? Who's the fellow that voted Shaq to not win MVP in 2001?
Oh, the Philadelphia Inquirer guy? Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Probably that guy.
He'll probably be the one who said. He'll probably start like someone like Mike Conley over Steph Curry and Shea. To be fair, he'll probably vote for Mike Conley, and I'll be like, "Come on, bro."
The first ever unanimous MVP, Shaquille O'Neal. Nah, we're not going to vote him.
Allen Iverson instead. Absolute disgrace, man. And that's what the same thing would be if Shea doesn't get to start the All-Star game. I don't understand this, brother. If you are deserving to be a starter, the thing is this. Steph will get the 50% fan vote. He ain't coming number 2 in any media ballot. And like I said, when they release the ballots and they show the averages, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say to you, Ethan, you should listen to me, buddy, because there is no ballot that's going to have Steph Curry above Shea from a media member. Keep in mind what I said, media member.
I feel like there's only one guard guaranteed in each conference.
Yeah, Luka and Tyrese.
Yeah. It's if Tyrese is back. How long's there?
Comes back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I think we were saying that, like, if Tyrese doesn't come back, then I think Trae Young, I already think is a starter next to Tyrese, but it comes down to who you want to start.
I think it's probably is between Trae and Damian Lillard, but
Trae and Damian Lillard and
Trae,
Donovan Mitchell's starting to step up now as well.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell and Tyrese Maxey.
I don't want to hear it, Ethan. MVP? No, mate.
I don't want Tyrese Maxey as a starter, please.
You can be oblivious as much as you want, but Donovan Mitchell's playing well.
Yeah,
playing really well. Tyrese Maxey's playing really well. Trae Young's on a losing team that sucks.
But whoa!
And then and then who else did you say? Damian Lillard. Okay, cool. Like he's probably an all-starter. But he's not nearly as good as he has been. Okay, whatever. And then you're trying to say that Shea's going to start over Steph. Like, please be realistic.
Do you watch basketball? Do you watch basketball?
I'm not saying Shea's having a worse season than Steph or Steph's having a better season than Shea, because that's not what's happening. But Steph's going to start over Shea.
I think it's probably different now because Shea's got a respect from a lot of the players.
Listen, since you're so confident in what you're saying here, there's bits, man. There's bits to be made. There's bet shots on it.
I tell you a shot on it that Steph's going to start over Shea.
And I'll put you a shot on it.
I've got Shea starting now. Unless Curry has like 2 50-point games this upcoming week. I don't know.
Yeah. I got Shea starting. I'm Shea. Team Shea. Shea starting over Steph. I'm putting that's the bet. That's the shot bet. The fans have heard it. We've heard it. Get ready, buddy. I'll pick. You know what? I think they'll put even better. you get to pick when you drink your shot, we get to pick what shot you have.
And we'll do like a 50-50 one. So then the East guard. Guess the other East guard.
Yeah. Oh, East guard. So we're saying Tyrese is guaranteed, right? So it's who's starting next to Tyrese? All right. I'll probably have to say I'm gonna stick with Trae Young.
Yeah, I got Trae Young.
Yeah.
Okay, Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. I'm not gonna roast that pick because I think Donovan Mitchell also deserves to start. I think it's gonna be tough for both Trae Young and Mitchell. I don't mind it. Even Tyrese as well. I think that third guard, second guard spot's difficult.
I think so. It's out of those three. It's going to be either Tyrese and Trae, or it's going to be Tyrese and Mitchell, or it's going to be Trae and Mitchell. It's not it depends on if Tyrese is going to play or not. Like if he becomes healthy in time. If
Halliburton doesn't play, that's when it becomes more interesting because I mean, man, it's all over the place because I think it may be up to the coach. I don't know, maybe up to the coaches. But if it is, because it'll just be putting one of the reserves in there, you'd probably have to give it to Tyrese. They usually tend to give it to what? Either go to the vet, which is Dame Lillard, or the guy who's his first All-Star in Tyrese. But I don't think, unless Trae Young's automatically a starter, I don't see him getting plugged in as a starter if he weren't already a starter when the voting happened, which is a bit tough for him. But I think he's going to be starting next to Tyrese in Indy, which is good, man. Shout out to my boy, Trae Young. Do your thing, boy.
Speaking of who will be starting next to Tyrese, Pascal Siakam.
No, Pascal. The trade talks are starting to simmer up, man. I was a bit surprised when I saw that little headline come up this morning.
What, three first rounders and Bruce Brown.
Yeah,
Bruce Brown got the bag, and then he's getting traded to Toronto.
Hey, man, but I mean, he's a father of a certain child in this world. I think we all know who that child is. He needs to make sure.
Milo. Baby Milo. The Pacers going after Pascal. What do you guys think? Like, do you reckon he's the piece the Pacers need to make it to the contender table? Or?
There is no situation. There is no scenario that I see. There is no way Pascal's going to re-sign for Indiana, bro. Absolutely not. No chance.
Who are they? So the Raptors. So they just want 3 firsts and no one else, or do they want a player in return?
Bruce Brown.
Why would the Pacers give up Bruce Brown? He's like their most versatile player.
For a very bad defensive team, he's not someone you should be giving up. You'd be giving up Obi Toppin over American.
I'd be giving up so many more people than bloody Bruce Brown. Like,
I mean,
I was thinking maybe like Nembhard or something like that, or Nesmith or something like that for
Why would the Raptors want him though?
Yeah, the Raptors already got Quickly. They don't need another guard.
Talent though to add to their young talent.
Nah, but Quickly's the guard. I feel like Quickly's your main guard. Schroeder's
you can have
the backup.
You can have a backup though as to support that, and he'd be a solid young buck to come in behind Quickly.
But the age range is too close. So like, I would not want to have 2 young guards like
that team's young though. Like because they got RJ as well, who's young. They got Scotty Barnes, who's young. Like it'd be nice to have some more younger talent in there, and with 3 first rounders to have like supporting that, and then Pascal going. And would you classify him as a veteran? Not really.
He's a vet now. Yeah, sure.
How long's been there?
He's been there a long time since like 2015.
No, he didn't win the chip. Kawhi won the chip. Shh.
Hey, he was on the championship team. He was like the second option on the championship team.
Okay, he wasn't. But we'll just accept that from you.
Well, if he wasn't second, he was third.
He was fourth.
What, behind Marc Gasol, like the year before
he was behind Van Fleet, Lowry, and then Kawhi.
You forget they had Ibaka as well. Norman Powell.
So he could have even been fifth behind Ibaka.
That team was stacked, bro.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure Pascal got a Galaxy Opal on 2K.
What?
In that championship.
Please.
Shut up, Pascal. But no, Pascal that team, Pascal, and I'm trying to envision that duo, Pascal and Tyrese. I don't know. Like I said, that's a good move to be mid in the thing. It reminds me of
to be mid.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna be mid. I don't think they're actually gonna be a contender. I think that's a good trait for them to start being like up there in that top 4 of the East consistently year to year. But in terms of winning a championship, actually, maybe it's actually that first building block towards a championship. I'll be optimistic so that people don't think I'm always being a hater and being negative. I'm going to say it's that first piece to start to get yourself to winning a championship. So I think you start off with Tyrese and you've got Pascal, one other piece. I think you can go out there and maybe start to contend, especially if Tyrese is on the trajectory that we think he's on, which is to become a superstar in the league.
No. You know what I compare this trade to if it happens?
What?
The Bulls with Lonzo, Zach LaVine, and DeRozan and Vooch at the start.
So you want the Pacers to trade away their future rebuild or building blocks for a veteran player who's fairly good, not superb, but he's fairly good, to like pair with Halliburton to make Halliburton better or to make the team better. And like it makes no sense, I think, for the Pacers to do that trade. Like, because it would make the Raptors really good for the future, next 5 years or so. But it's no good for the Pacers. Like, who the Pacers, like, other than Halliburton and maybe Miles Turner, like, who else in that squad is like going to be impactful in the finals?
Benedict Mathurin. How dare you disrespect one of the bench scorers in the league? How dare you disrespect Benedict Mathurin like that?
He's actually pretty good.
Benedict Mathurin is that guy. Please, come on, bro. Don't do that. Come on now. Benedict Mathurin off the bench in the finals, brother. He will give you buckets.
Okay, are you telling me right now? Are you telling me right now that Toronto Raptors won't be saying we either want Nembhard or Mathurin and with those picks?
They literally just said they only want 3 first-round picks and Bruce Brown. That's literally the trade.
Oh, was Bruce Brown included? I didn't see Bruce Brown included.
Yeah, Bruce Brown is the guy. That's Bruce Brown and the 3 first-round picks. That's what's being negotiated with right now. Like, if I'm the Pacers, there's no scenario.
I wouldn't give up Bruce Brown if I was the Pacers either. But
you wouldn't, or you would?
I wouldn't. But that also doesn't make sense for the Raptors. Why would they want Bruce Brown over one of the young talent?
What do you mean off the young talent? The Raptors are only trading Pascal.
Yeah, but why would the Raptors not want like Mathurin or somebody like that? Why would they want Bruce Brown?
Why would the Pacers give up Mathurin?
Yeah, the Pacers already have that. Sorry, the
Pacers are not smart, man. Pacers are not smart.
The Raptors already have their core. They don't need any other guys. They've got barbecue already.
The Pacers traded away their best player in the bone for some bum called Halliburton.
Sabonis better than Halliburton. Stop it, please. Get off.
Sounds like a salty Clippers fan. You're like
Didn't take you long to start roasting the Clippers, did it?
No.
Shout out the B-Lippers. Shout out the B-Lippers. Oh, speaking of that Kings, man. Oh, Trey, you can go on, man.
Like to shout out what was it? Dennis Schroeder for writing on his jersey to Tatum. Go win the chip.
This early? What?
What are you doing, buddy?
Brother, we only in Jan. Where's the belief? Come on, bro. Show some belief in yourself. Holy.
These Raptors probably think they can win the chip. They won one 5 years ago.
Hey, they're still holding on to it. At least they're not holding on to it as much as the 08 Celtics. That's the good thing. At least the Raptors kind of won their championship, had like a year of enjoying it, then they chilled out. Not like the Celtics 08, bro. I'm still seeing podcasts the other day. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Doc Rivers, another reunion podcast. Brother, that was 16 years ago. We do not care. Believe me, we do not care.
Tell the same stories, eh?
Oh, man, in the locker room, like, oh, man, it was me and P, me and freaking Rondo, me and Burke, me and Tony Allen. Brother, we do not care. 16 years ago. You've won 0 championships since then. Stop.
Back when Pierce shed himself.
Oh, man. They still hold on to that. No, he had cramp, bro. He had cramp. Don't lie to the people. He had cramp. That's wild, bro. But if we're speaking about the Kings trade anyway, I mean, speak about the Kings, the player that they traded, Sabonis, he's been on a roll for the Kings right now. But the problem is the Kings aren't winning any games, man. 2-4 in their last 6 games. Just finished up a road trip today. Lost to the Suns. 1-3 on their road trip. They're crashing, man. And then the other day, you got Mike Brown in the post-game press conference. He's going off at the refs. I mean, it looks like this is a team that we thought had, a lot of expectation coming into this season. And they're just not looking like they're making that jump that we all thought they were going to make. And yeah, wallowing away, not even close to where they were last season, man.
They're like the 2021, is it the 2021 Miami Heat? try hard regular season team.
Oh, is that the one where the year after they made
Get
the
up at
bubble?
4 a.m.
Oh, they're wallowing, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Kings, man. I mean, the potential was there, but like, man, I don't know if it's the poor free agent signings or what, but it's just they're not going the way that we all thought they were going to. And you look at this team, man, struggle street's on the way. De'Aaron Fox had a rough couple of weeks as well. Hopefully he can pick it up. But what's your thoughts, man? Do you think that they can start rising to where we thought they were going to be, or is this is who they are? They're not really going to jump up any more than where they are.
I still don't know make the playoff.
Yeah,
it's still a good team. Yeah, Fox is having a bad patch at the wrong time too. Like trying to make an all-star, trying to be up there with Shea and Steph and Luka, but it's not going his way at the moment, and they're not winning games, which is another bad thing.
But like you also have to take into consideration that they've played 3 top-tier teams in the last 4 games in Philly, Milwaukee, and Phoenix.
But that's your big test. Like if you're a team that says that you're legit, those are games that you should be winning.
Yeah, but they're playing teams of players against teams that have struggled in the last few weeks anyway, in Milwaukee and Phoenix, and so they're just starting to come good again. And so they've lost a couple of those in games that now they're going through a tough patch. So the teams that are coming on the up, they're on the down, but then they will get through this down part and then they'll start coming back on the up again because they're a top of the line team. It's just a little bad patch, I think, that they're going through, that they're going to go through for the next week or two, maybe, until they click a few buttons or whatever it is and they start finding their rotational bits again, and then I'll be back on the road again. Like I think it's just a little blip in the system.
But they were up by today against the Suns. They were up by 17 points with 5 minutes to go, and they blew a lead. It's like the Kings. They either start games terribly or they cannot.
Look who Phoenix have got. They look at the shooting percentage in the last 6 minutes.
17 with 5 minutes to go. You can't be blowing a lead.
Phoenix gave the ball to Booker, Durant, and Beal and said, "Have fun."
No.
Who's going to guard those people?
17 points with 5 minutes to go. There's no excuse.
Who's going to guard those people?
You could have
Keegan Murray guarding Kevin Durant.
You could have Jordan, LeBron, Kobe Bryant, Kareem, and Wilt Chamberlain. There is no excuse to blow a 17-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Absolutely no excuse.
The way that the NBA is played nowadays, there's so much opportunity to blow a 17-point lead in the last 2 minutes.
That's the thing. Defense. That's on the team. That's what I say. Execution offensively, execution defensively, executing your defensive schemes. How are you 17 points? Bro, it's 17 points in 5 minutes. That's not come on, man.
22 at the start of the fourth too or something, wasn't it?
Was that sorry?
They're up by quite a bit. And
22 at the start of the fourth.
I will admit that it's a lot of points to let go in the fourth quarter, absolutely. But they're going through a patch. They're playing teams that are on the up. It's hard to beat teams when they're going good. When they're winning games, it's hard to win those games.
It's the dog day. I know it's the dog days of the NBA season, but still, there is no excuse. If you're a team that's got the expectation, if you're a team that's got the ability and talent of the Kings, you can't be doing that.
That's wrong, man. That's wrong because the Milwaukee Bucks went through a bad patch.
The Milwaukee Bucks are bad.
The Philly have gone through a bad patch. The Clippers have gone through a bad patch. All those good, solid number one sides have gone through bad patches. They're allowed to go through a bad patch.
No, you're allowed to go through a bad patch. I'm talking about there is bad habits that they have consistently developed. Starting games badly, executing the end of games badly. Shannon Sharp said it best the other day about the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't accept things in a loss that you wouldn't accept in a win. And that's the thing that they do. They start games badly and they come back and win them. And they think, oh, you know what? We can do this every time. So they start accepting that bad habit. They execute games at the end. They execute the end of games terribly, but somehow they get away with it. Those habits have carried on, and what has happened? Now it's starting to bite them in these games here. You start slow against the 76ers, you end up getting absolutely beat down because you wasted so much energy trying to come back. Against the Suns, you execute badly at the end. 17 points, brother. There's no excuse. There is no excuse whatsoever.
I think Grayson Allen needs a bloody shout out too, along with he needs to be amongst the Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker talk. He has been killing it. How the Bucks let him go is mad.
Grayson Allen's gonna have a long career in the NBA, man. He's a solid scorer. I think because he plays hard, maybe Duke blue inside him, bro. He always plays hard. I mean, obviously some people don't like him. I personally sometimes have had times where I didn't like him, but I like he plays hard. He plays with energy, and on the Suns team, I don't know how he's found his niche, but he's become a solid piece.
I'll tell you exactly how he found his niche. And look, this is not uncommon in the NBA, but he found a celebrity that loves him, in Emma Stone. And
Emma Stone.
That's just the way it is.
Well,
she shows up to the games, waves him goodbye. He goes for buckets. It's just what happens, man.
He plays Bradley Beal's role better than he does.
He's basically the man.
Bradley Beal's on the John Wall trajectory right now. Be out of the league in 2 years.
Bradley Beal's about to be playing in what?
He had a good game last week.
Time to learn Chinese, buddy. Nah, he torched the Lakers. I won't even lie to you, bro. I was watching that game live and I was just so depressed. I was like, holy.
But then, games against everybody else. But it's fine.
I'm like, consistency, Bradley. Give us some consistency. But that's the thing for the Suns. It's almost like, actually, we don't mind you play like as Bradley Beal because we got Grayson Allen, who's turning out to be the real member of the big three right now.
Yeah. Johnson dogging him.
Bro, he's got that Duke blue, that Duke bad boy blood, bro. And who knows, bro? Suns, I mean, little bit of a small win streak here, nothing major, but now that they got some consistency, maybe they can build, maybe a run. And that's probably the scariest team, bro. I don't want to play the Suns if they're brother deal with 3 isolation scorers and maybe even 4 now that you've added in Grayson Allen. So rip, man, if you got that assignment.
Put the Nuggets against them again. Let Jokic cook.
Jokic probably average a freaking 30-point triple. Who's guarding him? Drew Eubanks and Nurkic.
He did average a 30-point triple-double last in the playoffs, didn't he?
Oh, it might be 40 this time. At least last year it was against Ayton. Now it's against Nurkic and Drew Eubanks. All due respect, Drew Eubanks is getting Gordon Ramsayed by Jokic, man.
Jokic better not hit Nurkic. He might end up in court.
Jokic better not hit Nurkic. Why?
Because isn't Nurkic suing Draymond or something for hitting him?
Come on, man.
Nah. Apparently he wants to press charges or something, and then
he wants to press charges or something.
Oh, send him the bag. NBA was sending him the
calling him a baby.
Send him the bag.
Said he's not a tough guy.
He's like, if I was a big man, I would have turned around and smacked him, man. Respect him right in his mouth. I was like, Shaq, bro, relax.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah. I was like, Shaq, relax, bro. Like, when you go to fight with Charles Barkley whooped your ass. Don't even lie.
Taking your ass to the ground. You got a long way to fall. I'll tell you what, chicks got a long way to fall.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's the one. Timber. Bro. How about the Cavs, bro? I mean, they've got the Cavs in the East, and then you've got the Jazz in the West, you know? Cavs on a 5-game win streak right now, the Jazz on a 6-game win streak over there in the West, you know? What do you think? Either these teams legit, or do you reckon it's fraud alert? Just, luck of the draw, and you're doing what you're doing?
For the Jazz, the whole team is just playing out of their minds at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one, Colin Sexton's playing unreal, but, it's not like Lowry's averaging 40 points or whatever over this break. The whole team is unreal at the moment.
Depth, bro.
What are they 14-3 or something over their last 17? Wow.
They're cooking, bro. Like, that's a tough team to play, and they play so hard, and it's almost like similar to what do you call it? Not similar. It is like Denver, where they've got that altitude advantage. So when you come into Utah, brother, you're playing in that absolute altitude. Is hard to breathe. If you're on a back-to-back, it's even worse. I mean, I watched that Lakers game when they played the Lakers. They gave it to the Lakers. Obviously, the Lakers didn't have Bron, but still, that team, they just play so hard. I think because even though Lowry is their quote-unquote star, he's the guy who's made the all-star on that team, he still plays like he's like a role player with the energy that he plays with. And I think that just carries over to the rest of the guys. Olynyk, Sexton, Clarkson. I like Fontecchio too. I like, just to say his name, and he plays pretty hard as well. John Collins as well. Like, that team is just... Chris Dunn as well, a guy who we thought was done in the league. Bro, that team is... They're just playing hard, playing well, and they're reaping the fruits, man.
And Will Hardy, he's just straight to the point, eh? We play like dog shit today. We lost by 50. Like,
yeah, but
just
no,
straight to the
the
point.
Jazz at the moment, the way they're going, consistency is a big thing for the next few weeks. Can they keep it up with the way they're playing? Can their players keep playing the way they're going? Like, it's going to be hard for them to keep everybody on the same page for the next few weeks leading into the All-Star break and all of that, and then seeing how they come out after that break. And it'd be interesting to see.
But just still, what was it? A playing team. I wouldn't say they're a top 6 team.
I don't think they're top 6 either. They're definitely a play-in team, but I still think they'll give those top sides a bit of a challenge for in the first round if they get in. Like they're not going to be pushover. You're not going to beat them by just beating them. You're going to have to play hard to beat them. Tough side. They'll be a tough side to beat for sure. There's a couple of mismatches in there. They got some solid shooters as well. It's going to be tough to beat that side. And they're also really good defensively.
Bruh.
It all depends on how long the consistency lasts because we've seen Jordan Parks, and when he's not on point, they lose.
Yeah, but also they're starting Colin Sexton there for the last 18 or 19 games or something. Now they're looking really solid, but it's Colin Sexton only playing well because he's still on that adrenaline high of actually, I'm starting, I'm one of the main players in the team now, so I just got to do my thing. Or is he going to start falling off, like he did at the Cavs? Like what's really going to happen there? Is Larry going to keep going the way he's going all-star level? Is he going to drop off after the
Larry will keep it going. The finish sniper.
Because when the Jazz were going bad, he wasn't going well.
He was hurt, and that's why he ended up being injured. Because he was playing.
Yeah, okay. Was he injured because he was trying too hard to win, or was he injured because of just So it's going to be interesting to see how the Jazz actually look in the next few weeks, because they're going good, they're cruising through games pretty much. Like if it starts getting hard again, what's going to happen?
No, I think this team is. I'm not going to say legit. Oh, they're contending to win the championship, but I think legit as in I think they're going to be well in the play, and I think they'll be in the play-in, and I think they can keep it up because I just think it's almost the way that they play. Just they pounce on you straight away. As soon as the game starts, they punch you straight in the mouth and make it like, yeah, you're in a fight tonight. You think you thought it was going to be easy. Nah, dog. It's different Utah Jazz now. And I think that comes down to, being coach of I think that was his first year last season, Will Hardy as coach. And then now, second season now, they've kind of got adjusted the systems. And they've just got too much depth. If you look at that team, John Collins, you've got Markkanen, Chris Dunn, Sexton, all these guys who were not kicked off, but they were guys who were unwanted by all these other different teams. Now they've got an opportunity on the Jazz. They look around and say, oh, guys, we're all guys that no one else wanted. All right, we're the dogs now. We're the dogs. We're going to come steal it from all of you guys now. Tell you, this is why you shouldn't have got rid of us.
I see.
The bad news bears.
Yeah, the unwanted team.
And they're just proving it, man, and it's working. I think maybe that's the agenda that Hardy's selling to them to say, hey, listen, every single night we've got a point to prove. Every single night you're playing a team. One of you guys is playing a team that didn't want you. We're playing the Hawks tonight. John Collins, they didn't want you. They wanted they wanted to move on from you. Go show them. Larry Markin, we're playing the Bulls tonight. They didn't want you. Go show them. Chris Dunn, we're playing the Bulls. They didn't want you. Go show them. Every single night, I think they're able to create that agenda, and now they're putting in that work, and hopefully they're able to hold on to it. I think it'll be really good for the NBA if they do.
It's funny that though you look at the Hawks now and their struggles. What they're trying to move on from Capella now. Well, the whole team, apart from Jalen Johnson and Trae Young, it's madness.
Please.
No, they thought the problem was John Collins, but now they're worse without John Collins.
It's because they still have the anchor on the team. Get DeJounte Murray off that team.
Trae Young to the Spurs.
Did you see that report that came out?
Yeah, that was funny. That was crack up.
I wouldn't mind that.
It would be kind of cool to see those two play together, but also at the same time, it's so bad for the Hawks.
Brother, Trae Young would get 20 assists a game playing with Wemby. Oh, Lord. It would just be long.
He also score 40 points a game because Wemby would take all the pressure off him.
Yeah, but at the same time, I just want to see that duo because it's just so a contrast, man. Trae Young and Wembanyama.
The first pair of teammates to win a scoring title and an assist title.
Oh, that would be it for sure. That would be it, 100%. They could have done it when Harden and Westbrook played together. They could have done that maybe, but yeah, this team would be the legit we're getting a scoring and this assist title. But yeah, I mean, bro, how about the Cavs, bro? I mean, the Cavs is who I wanted to say because the Cavs have been without Garland. A lot of their guys have stepped up, but with the Cavs, I think the Cavs are the actual frauds because this 5-game win streak, if all the games have been at home, and I think it's only been one team that's been above 500 that they've beat on this homestand, and I think they've got one more game left on the homestand. Credit to them, I will say, for taking advantage of the homestand and going 5-0 so far. But brother, you guys have beat no one really, and I still have the same concern about the Cavaliers. Is that when you guys play the actual good teams, which you're going to do come playoff time, can you get it done? Donovan Mitchell has shown us time and time again. Yeah, he was going to get points, but he'll get 30 points on 35 shots in the playoffs or in big games. Frauds, man.
Put up some Scoot Henderson type numbers, eh?
Scooter's building banks in Portland for us, man. Bricks.
Well, they've also
he's going for rookie of the year.
Mobley, yeah. I mean, I feel like
decent. I don't know. I feel like the Cavs are a massive hit or miss team. Like they're like they should be way better than what they are. In these last 5 games, they are way better than like how they've been playing. So they're playing kind of at their talent level, but they've been playing without their couple of their main stars. So they're kind of like, is it really what's going to happen when those stars come back? Are they just going to clash again?
But they're playing that's the thing as well. They're playing without this, but they're playing against bad teams as well. So it's like you're winning games, 5-game win streak. But like if you look at it on the surface, it looks amazing. But then you look underneath, it's like, you beat the Spurs twice, you beat the Wizards. It's like, did you actually beat anyone? You just beat a bunch of teams at the ass. I mean, boom, it looks good. Like I said, credit to them. You took advantage, home court advantage over these last 5 games. But even when the stars come back, I still have no belief in the Cavs. I think Donovan Mitchell's probably moving on after the season because, like I said, that team has done nothing, and I don't think they're going to do anything.
It's quite crazy, though, because the Cavs have gone from 10th seed 2 weeks ago to 4th seed at the moment.
That's the way that the East is.
Shit, the East is, though. Yeah, the East is so shit. There's 3 or 4 good teams in these, and that's it.
We know who's going to be there, right? It's so obvious. It's going to be the Celtics, the Bucks, the 76ers, and then the Heat. That's the teams. I think it's very clear.
Yeah. But even the Heat aren't playing that well. But they're winning, but they're also not that great. So it's kind of the Heat would be there because we know Jimmy Buckets will be there. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
getting Butler back is gonna be huge for them. I think this is the second half of the season. You guys seen that meme, mate, where it's like Jimmy Butler, the timeline of the season, where it's like October to November to December. How is this guy even an all-star? Then January to March, you're like, okay, I can see why this guy's been pretty good in the NBA.
Probably won't even score 20 points once before January, and then January comes around. 30 points.
Then all of a sudden, April, May, you're like, oh man, could this guy be the MVP if he actually tried all 82 games? That's what I look at with Jimmy Butler. So it's like the Heat. I feel like the Heat is one of those teams where you always look, you're like, don't really care what the Heat do in the first half because they're always going to make a run come second half. So I think the Heat in a fine spot, they'll be in that top 4 solidly. It's a bit boring though, because I think the Pacers, in my opinion, are the only team that can kind of cause a little bit of a stir and then upset one of those guys. But other than that, I think the Eastern Conference semifinals is pretty clear, unless some sort of serious injury happens, that it's going to be Bucks, Celtics, 76ers, Heat, which is unfortunate because it's been like that for the last how many years?
You are forgetting the Knicks.
Shout out Hartenstein.
I know you don't like Julius Randle, but the Knicks are not terrible. They're going to be tough to beat. And look, I know you don't want to hear it, but they are going to be tough to beat. He's not even going to talk. Okay, we'll just go to
what's going to be tough is Mitch Robinson getting a starting spot back.
He's not.
I'll show respect. That's what, you know what? Because you guys said I was showing negativity last time about the Knicks. Last time, I'll show love. Hartenstein has actually been playing really well. He's a rebounding monster, bro. Honestly, he's you cannot stop that guy on the glass. He's just getting anything and everything that comes off him. He's grabbing it.
I picked them up on fantasy, I'm like, holy. He's been killing it.
He's a beast. But I am forgetting about the Knicks on purpose. The Knicks suck. They're not going to do anything in the playoffs. Julius Randle, you know what you are. You know what you are. Casper Randle come playoff time. That's who he is. He's a fraud. Always has been, always will be. When you need Julius Randle to perform, April, May, June, you know where to find him, bro. He's going to be out there, brother. We're going to be searching around all the time. You know that machine, the one that sucks the ghost? That's what we're going to be looking at. Where is he? You know this, man. You know this. But like I said, I won't show hate because I don't want that stigma to be out there about me that I'm a hater. But
you are a hater.
Just spent the last 2 minutes spreading hate.
Julius Randle, you're a hater.
But I'm not a Knicks hater.
So are you, Trey. You're a hater too. But you guys are
shout out Ollie Goodall, Knicks fan.
He knows. Oh, is that what we're gonna do? We're just gonna name fans to make us sound like you actually care about the franchise and the team.
Nah, hey, I still hate the Knicks.
Yeah, no.
Oh. And the thing came up about James Dolan today, so it looks even worse about the Knicks now, bro. Honestly, like, come on.
Please. James Dolan thing, it's not even, oh my God. Now there's a big scandal. There's going to be a big scandal. Now that there's this big thing, you wait for the next person, a big Mark Cuban or something will pop up. Be like, what are you talking about?
Was he on Epstein's Island or something?
He probably should have been. Yeah.
Apparently.
Come on, bro. Dolan. Actually, you know what? Let's not get ourselves into any legal trouble. Let's move on to Lamelo Ball. Come back after a big old spell on the sidelines. He's back. The Hornets are not on a 5-game losing streak. Have lost their 2 games even when he's been in the lineup since he came back. The Hornets, bro. Like, what? This is just a team that they just look like they're just in such limbo. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, this is what's the direction of this franchise? You've got Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, Bridges, Ball, like none of it. I mean, Mike Williams he's been injured as well, which is a bit rough. But like, what are we doing here? What's your thing? What's your actual? There's no direction. It just looks as though it's just everyone scattered in. Maybe they're waiting for Hayward's contract to be done, then they can start building after that. But you know, it would be nice to see some sort of move to start moving towards. Oh, actually, we're building around Lamelo. You know, something else. You know, let's do something. We can't just be here in Lamelo Ball's 3rd year, I think it is, or 4th year. You've done nothing. You've been in the play-in, but what else? Come on, like, do something. Make a move. Show us that you actually want to build around this guy, that he's your franchise guy.
Yeah, Lamelo's had a problem staying healthy for a whole season, though, and the ankle's really... Did he get surgery on it last year?
Believe so. End of the season. That's why. Is that why he missed majority of it? Because he didn't play for a long time. Yeah.
But is this the same ankle that was causing him grief last year? Like he's just had ankle injuries like his whole career. It feels like.
Do you think it's the shoes that they wore when they were younger? Like the.
I even think he was getting them in when he was like an Aussie. Wasn't he still getting ankle injuries over there or something? Like,
jeez,
he's just prone ankle. Like his ankles are made of glass.
But that's a toughie. It's like if you have, I don't know the finer things of it, but I don't know. But I always thought maybe it was the shoes that they wore when they're younger. If they're wearing the baller brand shoes, maybe there was, I don't know, maybe that's contributing.
There's got to be worse shoes out. Like, what, half these NBA players were homeless. Surely they were wearing worse shoes than MB1s. Surely.
Just for a bit of grammatical sense there, Trey. Worse is not actually a word, but we'll allow it for now. Yeah.
We'll allow it.
Allow it for now, just on your behalf, and also just on Lamelo Ball, for example. Is he actually that good? He looks good on a shit team.
That's the question I've had for a long time. I said, is he actually, like, I know he's the Hornets guy, but like I'd like to see them before I make my full assessment. Say, oh, he's not that guy. I want to see him around some better players. But I agree.
Yeah. You know, I would like to see. So we go to like the first half of the season with Lamelo on the Hornets, and then you swap Anthony Edwards with Lamelo Ball and see what difference there is. Like, I know Anthony Edwards is like borderline superstar. Like he's that good. Is like, are the Hornets just that bad as a team? Like PJ Washington, where have you gone?
It's like building, bro. It's like the way that they've built. Like, I feel
but PJ Washington is bad.
He was good when Lamelo wasn't playing at the start.
He was meant to be good. He's bad. So bad. Bridges. Where's he going?
I mean, Bridges is a bit of a
Scary,
toughie.
like the only good player on that team is Scary Terry.
Hey, I don't want smoke with Bridges. You can't talk about Bridges. I don't want smoke with that guy, bro.
I don't want some more TV around here.
He just looks hard on the outside.
I don't want to get dragged all over a bonnet. You know, that ain't me.
Oh my god! Like
I don't want me or my missus.
You do realize that guy is like 6'8" and like 215. Like, please, like
Bridges is a big boy, but you know, it's like for Lamelo, it's tough because I feel I don't want to make the assessment about him and say he's thing because I feel like he hasn't had the proper opportunity to be built around as a proper franchise guy because the team is just not structured. Whereas the Anthony Edwards was a little bit more fortunate. He got drafted to a team that already had Cat, and then they were able to go out there and get Gobert via trade. Like,
what do you mean? The Hornets have got players like Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, Scary Bridges.
But Gordon Hayward ain't that
players there.
You named the whole. You named the All NBA mid team. That's what you just did.
The Midwest team. That's the All NBA Midwest team.
He's not the man.
The Midwest. Funnily enough, aren't they in the middle of America?
Yeah, Charlotte, right there,
middle of the East Coast.
Mid players in the Midwest. That's the thing. Get Lamelo
Far from the West, but they're in the middle.
Get Lamelo Siakam, maybe get Lamelo Siakam. Maybe that could be your deal.
They have to literally give up like
they need a center. They need a
Mark Williams. Mark Williams is the guy. Mark Williams is the center.
They need a forward. They need a forward that deserves to be in the NBA. That's what they need.
Yeah, not Gordon Hayward, who literally will get cooked 1-on-1 by Evan Turner.
I was talking about Miles Bridges, but anyways.
But as we go into the second half of the season, guys, second half, we just reached the halfway point. Underrated, overrated. What team? We'll start off with the team. Do you think is overrated?
Cavs. Nah, they're probably not overrated. What teams just talked about a lot?
The Pelicans.
Lord Jesus, I never thought we were ever going to see the day. Me and Ethan are on the same page. We're here. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, there's a pig flying. Did you see that?
The pigs are flying.
I think the Kings are overrated.
I thought it was going to be Kings.
Well, a safe pick is the Lakers. The Lakers are overrated since 2020.
Do you think they're overrated? I think people are rating them correctly. I don't think they're actually very good. And I feel like the media, for once, is actually being like, nah, the Lakers, nah, dog, you guys aren't doing anything. Whereas I feel like the Pelicans, every single time, people are going, Pelicans, like, Zion, once he puts it together, and they've got Ingram, McCollum, Trey Murphy. Well, okay, cool, show us.
Team.
They're a good team, but I'm saying, like, they always have that thing of, we got the potential. It's like, brother, you guys up to year 3 or year 4, and every single year we have the potential, and you guys do nothing every single time.
Yeah, Pelicans.
No, the Pelicans are never going to go anywhere with Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson on the same team. Someone's got to go. Pacers rock.
Yeah, either Sean Kemp Jr. has got to leave. Sean Kemp Jr. either's got to leave, or wannabe KD. What is it? Walmart KD. Actually, to say Walmart KD is disrespectful. $2 shop KD needs to get traded, I reckon. Get him out of here.
Did you just say Sean Kemp Jr. because Sean Kemp put on heaps of weight at the end of his career?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sean Kemp Jr. But credit to him, though. He's
on the bounds,
he's lost the weight now. Good job to him, Sean Kemp Jr. But same time,
Didn't he shoot up a car? Didn't he shoot at a car?
You can't mention that, bro. The legal. That's an ongoing legal case.
It's actually.
I feel like a lawyer today, man. Gosh, Ethan, I've taken away your degree, bro. I feel like, hey, put me in front of the stand.
Fair, like you do you, man. I'll just sit here,
brother. Put me in. Who wants to be defended, man? Go to court. Someone committed a crime, bro. Actually, no.
Josh Giddey, what are you gonna do about it?
Actually, there's some cases as a lawyer that you can't take. That's one of them, and yeah, you're by yourself there, Josh Kitty. I mean, yeah. So what? Pelicans for me and Ethan, then Trey. You said who?
Probably like the Rockets or the Lakers or something.
Okay, you definitely said the Kings, but we'll go with the Rockets.
Oh, the Kings, yes, the Kings, yes. Yeah.
So the Kings are yours.
One of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Kings,
And then most underrated team that's flying under the radar that you think is going to come in and make some noise.
The Thunder.
How? They're the second seed. How are they underrated?
Yeah, but everyone still thinks, even me, really, that they're just too young and they're not going to go anywhere. But they're still going. Like like Chet Holmgren hasn't even been the second best scorer on the team for the last 10 games, but they're consistently winning, and it's not just one player winning it. They have everybody combining to win it.
Also Joe.
Yeah, and they're I reckon the Thunder still underrated.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Underrated. They're properly rated. I would say they're properly.
No,
rated.
They're underrated. They need to be rated higher.
That's his pick. That's a
pick. As a small market team, they are talked about so much.
Okay, who do you got? Who do you got then, Trey?
Underrated. Probably like the Heat, just like usual. Underrated at this point of the season.
I'm gonna say the Orlando Magic. I feel,
but they've been flopping lately. They've lost.
That's what I'm saying. It's underrated. It's underrated. That's what I'm saying. Like, even though they've been in a bit of a bad patch, I think they're still underrated because I think they can still make some noise. I think that's a very hard team to play. Obviously, Ethan, please hear me when I say this. He's not an all-star starter, but he's a really good player. Banchero, I think, is going to help that team. Him and Wagner, that team is going to cause some noise, especially if they can stay healthy for a good, consistent period in the second half of the season. I don't think that's a team that you want to see come playoff time because I think that they can cause a stir.
They've been winning without Franz. They've been winning without him.
But they struggled. They've only they beat the Nuggets, but they've lost a lot of games.
Once he's back, they're going to be even better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're underrated because I think they're going to make a push.
I agree with you, but I also think Banchero should be also started.
They've lost
You can sneak that in there. You know what? Because I think they're my underrated team, I'm not going to jump on the wagon and say he's the all-star starter. As I said, he's a really good player, not an all-star starter. But
also,
yeah,
Banchero was player of the week last week as well in the player of the week team, but you guys didn't like that. But he was going.
Magic are coming for smoke, man. Underrated team. I'm telling you, they won't make the finals. No way. But if whoever they play in the first round, I think they'll take that team to 7 games. Whoever they play, that's my prediction. They'll lose.
Take the Celtics to 7 games.
Yeah. If they play the Celtics.
Maybe not the Celtics, but most other teams I'll take the 7 games. I think the Celtics win most games of 5.
Keep sleeping, man. Keep sleeping with Cole Anthony and the boys, eh? Keep sleeping on Jalen Suggs, Haley Van Lint's boyfriend.
Wait, you telling me right now that Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony are not going to clash massively in the playoffs?
No,
because they all want to be in the limelight. Oh, please, come on now,
brother. That team. Have you seen that team? That team culture. Orlando Magic. Magic.
They're going to lose in 5 to the Celtics if they play the Celtics, and the Celtics are going to go on and play like the Knicks or the Bucks or the Heat or somebody, and they'll beat them in 5. And they'll play Philly. They'll beat them in 5. They'll play the Clippers and they'll lose in 5. Look, I don't write the script.
Don't even start putting the Clippers.
Don't ever write off the Heat in the playoffs. So that them.
Heat culture, man. They don't have a cool thing like the Magic though. Orlando Magic theme song is goated. So that's why I like Orlando as well. And along with their theme, I like their players. I like what they're building over there with old CJ Mosley, I think, is the coach. Killers, man. They're coming for it. That's my underrated team, bro. They're coming for smoke. Maybe be a contender next year. Add in a piece or two and you're good to go. Yeah. Franz Wagner. Then, fellas, everyone's favorite segment of the week. You know what time it is. NBA Team of the Week, the Dunk Dynasty Podcast, NBA Team of the Week. We started from center last week, so let's start with a guard this week. Please, you know what?
Kyrie.
Let's start with Kyrie. Yes, Kyrie. Thank God. There we go. We've done it. That's the first time we've ever been unanimous on the first selection, which I think bodes well as we get to pick number 2. So pick number 2.
Donovan Mitchell.
No, Donovan Mitchell had a pretty dusty game in there, but I don't mind putting Donovan Mitchell in there. I don't, because unless we can get another guard in there, Donovan Mitchell was the guy I was going to pick, even though he had the dusty game, because I think the 45-point game makes up for it.
Grayson Allen.
Shut up, bro. How dare you put Grayson Allen in there?
Mitchell.
How dare you put Grayson Allen in there? So you want to go Donovan?
The Don.
Yeah, I'm all good with that.
Wait, Donovan Mitchell, there you go, making some noise. All right, first forward spot. Who we got?
I've got Giannis.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a toughie. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, I thought you were gonna put Paul George in there.
I don't think it's that tough to put Giannis in there, to be fair.
I think you put Paul George in there, man.
Like, loving Paul George at the moment, but I'm also not liking the fact that he's taking heaps of shots.
Are we putting? So are we all unanimous on Giannis or no?
Yeah, I'll put Giannis.
Okay, so brother, have we agreed on 3 straight picks?
Yeah, you wait for this fourth one. I reckon we'll agree on this one.
Yeah,
too.
here we go. I was gonna say the exact same thing. 4th pick. Who we got? 4th pick at my second forward spot. Ooh, I was gonna say Wemby, but then you guys gonna say, "Oh, Wemby's a center. Wemby's a center."
Yeah, no, the center's
Wemby
obviously.
He's a power forward center. So are we counting him as a forward? So are we counting it based on what you start as for your team?
Yeah,
or what fantasy says?
No, what you start as for your team.
Okay. So later ball Wemby, you can't start for me. Sorry, bud.
So it has to be the bone.
No. You guys said the bone was a center last week.
Okay. The bone has had 3 triple doubles in his last 4 games.
You said last week that I couldn't put him at forward because he's a center, and he starts as a center.
Yeah, he's a center. He's a center.
Which means the Finnish sniper is in there, baby. Larry Markkanen.
Is it Larry?
Larry.
Nah,
that's who I have. Unless someone picks otherwise, I got Larry Markkanen, man. Who else?
So it has to be the best player in the league currently. Just the talent of the man, just the charisma.
He's gonna be like Luke Cornett.
It has to be the man, the myth, the legend, one of the greatest of all time. If you tell me who it is, I'll give you $30. It's
better not be
Toby
Harris.
The Toby
fuck
Harris.
no! Get off it! No.
What do you mean?
No.
I'm not mad at the Toby one.
Nah, hell no. Toby Harris is not going to be over Larry Markkanen.
He said 3 30-point games.
I could give a how many 30-point games he had. He's not going in over Larry Markkanen.
He's also shooting ridiculous numbers.
Am I going to get outnumbered for Tobias Harris? This is a disgrace, bro. So we're putting in Tobias Harris.
Larry made it last week on like decent numbers, not unreal. So
all right. Hey, you know what?
To give it to,
majority rules.
And then center is JoJo.
Yeah, 41-point games.
See, for center, I had Jokic.
Jokic had missed 20 shots over the last 10 games or something.
He also had 25 and 19.
Yeah.
Against Embiid.
Up to man, I'm Embiid. I want him. I'll put Embiid. But I want Embiid. That's my guy. I want Embiid in there.
We'll go with Embiid. Embiid.
Back-to-back 41 points, especially coming off injury, back-to-back nights.
Yeah, and I think if Jokic would have won today, I probably would have gave it to Jokic, but they lost today, so it's like I think it's fair to give it to Embiid. All
right, so this is the quickest we've ever done this team with. I mean, there was arguments for a little bit, but this is the easiest we've ever done this. So this is the team. Guard 1. Kyrie Irving, correct? We all good to go on that, right? Guard 2, Donovan Mitchell is our second guard. Then our forwards, we've got who says the second guard?
Yeah, Giannis.
Oh, sorry, first forward, Giannis. Giannis is our first forward. Second forward is Tobias Harris, and then our center, Joel Embiid, Arthur Embiid Senior. Wow, I can't believe we've done this. Congratulations, guys. The quickest we've ever done a team of the week. That is your Dunk Dynasty Podcast team of the week. And we'll make sure we put that up there. So if you disagree with us, please come out and say so. I mean, I heavily disagree with Tobias Harris, but like I said, I want to see if I'm wrong. Anyway, fellas, we are over time. The people pay for a certain time. We are over. We're paying by the second. Episode 6 of the Dunk Dynasty Podcast. over and out. Thank you so much again to everyone who's been supporting. Keep supporting. We're going to keep pumping the content out. Bonus episode coming to you soon as well. We'll give our all-star picks and our awards for the halfway point of this NBA season. Thanks again for all the support. Episode 6, Dunk Dynasty, over and out. Catch you guys on the next one. See you later.
See you later.
See ya.